A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Back on the field after a knee injury robbed him of his rookie season, but he showed a ton of promise in the limited sample size we saw of him during the preseason. Go back to the University of Michigan. You saw an accurate passer who ran the offense extremely well, but don't be fooled by that. He was never afraid to attack defenses with his arm, and he'll try to do the same here in the NFL.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Jefferson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, McCarthy. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Shamar Stewart. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Throwing is McCarthy. That's over the middle. He finds Naylor. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, a former Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year from the University of Washington. It's Jake Browning.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 9.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
To throw, Browning. Quick slant caught by Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now Browning. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's That's going to bring up second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll go with a keeper. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
At their own 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess we could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Toss play to Mason. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Mason. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
3rd down at 6. Looking to throw McCarthy. Yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now as he gets to the 1st down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. play action. Now McCarthy. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air again, McCarthy. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Now he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
The 11-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's McCarthy. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To the air with McCarthy. On the screen, this is Mason. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Mason from 4 yards out. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here.
Extra point.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Here's Browning. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Browning. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports, and we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just one touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the 2nd half. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the 2nd half and get us going?
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They will toss to Brown. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
3rd down and 10. Looking to throw. Browning. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun, Browning. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Browning. This one complete to Yoshivas. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Looking to put a drive together. Now McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 41-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Straight ahead, here's Mason. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Right back to Mason. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up the key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. 3rd down, here's Mason. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Vikings first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.